Hi everyone, and welcome to this video, some Frontier video. Now, today you join me at the headquarters of J. Wakefield Computers. And, well, I thought I'd show you one of my main laptops. This is a ThinkPad R61i. But unlike all of my other ThinkPads, it's not an IBM. Says in fact a Lenovo ThinkPad, which basically means it looks like a ThinkPad, but it's not really as good. Unfortunately, Lenovo do charge a lot. If you want to buy a ThinkPad new, they do charge a lot, and I can't see for the reason. Can't see for the life of me why they would do such a thing. Oh wait, yes I can, because they're greedy. Anyway, I got this laptop, quite interesting actually how it happened, because when I started at Aberdeen University, they were saying that in 2008 all first and second year students were eligible for one. I was a direct entry to second year, so I got one. I didn't think I would be entitled to one, considering how I have my own machine, but turns out every student was. So it's quite funny because I disregarded all the emails about it, going, yeah, it's not going to happen. Then suddenly I got an email from my supervisor going, yeah, Jay, I've got a machine for you. So yeah, it was pretty good actually. And I was quite surprised at what I got. It's a Core 2 Duo, 1.83 gigahertz. Can you hear the rain? It's also it's got 2 gigs of RAM. It originally had 1 gig, but the university upgraded me free of well, they actually paid for me to get 2, so I could run ZoomText on it. I need ZoomText because at the time, well, Windows 7 wasn't out, and well, this had XP on it. And it still does. Well, actually, it doesn't have anything on it now. If we have a look round, we see there's a VGA port on the left, modem and Ethernet ports, headphone and microphone, a single PC card slot, card bus, or PCMCIe Type 2, what I believe to be the hard disk caddy. Now originally I thought this was just a CD-ROM, but I should have read it properly because it said CDRW. And it turns out it's actually a DVD RW. It's 2 USB ports right next to it. And then on the back, there's absolutely nothing at all. Just the battery. And the power cord, the DC in. It has a 160 gig hard disk, and if we have a look inside, we see the screen is offset for some reason. But do you know what? I really do like this machine. Now, having said that, it has nothing on it because I was going to sell it. To try and make some money to upgrade my main laptop, but that didn't work out, and it's probably for the best that it didn't, because one of my close friends told me that she didn't have a computer, and she's currently in her 4th year at university, so naturally she needs one. So I've decided to basically put a fresh install of XP and commission it out to her, you know, while she's doing her degree. So, I guess it's time I got started. I am expecting a customer in, but I don't know when that will be. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to make myself a nice wee cup of tea, and I'm going to do so in this wee mug that I got for the office. Oh yes, one of the most awesome mugs in the world. And I didn't actually get this one from Vistaprint. I actually got this one, see, Aberdeen Action on Disability, number 84 Spring Gardens, have started, they've actually started a social enterprise. They have a machine that will print logos, photographs, basically anything that will go through CorelDRAW onto t-shirts and mugs. And they're hoping to start being able to do bags and such likes, I think, I'm not too sure. But if you live in Aberdeen and you're wanting this service, then just go and find Action on Disability. And while you're doing that, I'm going to be banging my head as to why this laptop has suddenly decided it's missing a hard disk, which is a shame. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do this install, because I'm in the office, and I'll group back with you once it's installed. So that's XP installed. I've never done a slipstreamed Service Pack 3 install on this computer, but I've used a disk this time that came preloaded with Service Pack 3, and well, what I noticed was Windows tried to set itself up, well it did, it set itself up in widescreen. I think it was using 960 by... I can't even mind the resolution, let me have a look. But while this is using generic Windows drivers for graphics, it's it will actually support widescreen resolutions, which I've never seen XP do that, so it must be, yeah, 960 by 600 pixels. Yeah, I've never seen XP be able to do that before, but I think it can do in Service Pack 3. But I'm going to get the display drivers and the wireless drivers on my laptop and just copy them over to this machine so that I can actually install everything else. I'll do everything else over on this laptop. Oh, and I did say there was a third USB port. I've just realised I didn't say where it was, and it's actually here in between microphone in and out. Well, headphone and microphone sockets, and the PC card slot is down here and it's vertically mounted, whereas the other two are horizontally mounted. So yeah, again, I'm gonna go and install the drivers, and thanks to the magic of video editing, I'll be right back. Sorry, UXW Bill. You just make such good videos. Kind of all follow from your example. Well, thanks to the magic of video editing, I'm back. And, well, yesterday was the 28th of November. I believe it was around 2 o'clock. Now, today is actually the 29th of November. It's Thursday, and it's it's just past 10 past 10 in the morning. Now, I have been working on the Lenovo, and as you can see, I've actually managed to configure it quite well. I was able to get something like an OEM background, and not only was I able to do that, I was also able to get some OEM info. Would you look at that? Lenovo ThinkPad R61i, Core 2 Duo, T5550 at 1.83 GHz with 1.99 gigs of RAM. Some must be used, I would wager, by the onboard graphics. Right, apart from all that, I'm currently installing Office 2010. I have installed a few programs. Now, the Lenovo driver set, all the things that you can download to install with this, there's quite a lot here, and to be honest, you've kind of got to install it in the right order. Otherwise buttons won't work as they're supposed to do. And the ThinkVantage toolbox has actually been discontinued, and I don't like that, because I used to use this button here. Just give it a wee bit, it'll take a wee bit to load up. It'll just not bother loading up at all. Oh, there we go. It is busy installing Office. And this kind of gives you nice wee, bit of access to a few nice wee things that you can do with your computer. And I've not installed System Update, otherwise that would be there as well. I must remember to do that. And then I can either close it, or I can use this button to turn it off again. There's also this wee guy. Basically, it will actually put an on-screen display if I'm turning the volume down. I like that, it's kind of slides it down. And there's the battery meter, which lives on the taskbar, which is kind of nice. And then you have controls for your computer's radio options. So if you press FN and F5, again it's going to take a wee bit to load because I'm currently loading on Microsoft Office at the moment. You've got options to turn on and off your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then there's Easy Eject. I'm not too sure what that's for. Never used it. One thing that I do like is the addition of the Think Light, though. You can see that wee orange thing there. And if I switch that off, again you get a nice wee on-screen display, and yep, now it's all switched off. So I kind of like the Think Light. So I mean, this is really quite well equipped, actually. Considering, I got it as a free machine. It's got stuff that you might actually use. It may not have a webcam, but it's got the Think Light instead. It doesn't even have an onboard microphone. I've never known a laptop to be without one. So I find that quite strange that they've made that omission, but Yeah. I mean, let's see. Testing. Absolutely nothing. Equalizer didn't move. Sound. I mean, at the price point that I got the machine at, I'm not even complaining. I'm not even going to start. Because, I was... I was, speechless when I thought, when I got this machine. I remember being quite... I do remember being quite concerned, though, because I got it on a very rainy Friday afternoon. And as is the way with... I was living in the halls of residence at the time. And as is the way with buses that service Aberdeen University, I was partaking in some waiting for the bus, and yeah, like I said, it was bedrock out there, and I thought I was going to drown the machine before I even got it home. Bit of a shame, but I didn't, and if I'm going to be honest, the first thing I actually did with it was watch a Family Guy episode streamed on it. That's because I think one of my flatmates had the machine. No, one of my flatmates was saying, "Oh, look, this, can we put this on?" And so I watched the Family Guy episode, the one where the Lord Jesus Christ comes back to Earth. It was, and for those of you still wondering which one, it's basically the one where Peter Griffin gets the Trashman record surfing bird. But I mean, my other main computer at the time was a white MacBook from, I'd bought it earlier that year, 2008, and it was... it was very good. It was actually a lot faster than this machine, and quite a bit higher spec. But this machine had the bigger screen, and at the end of the day, I think I actually took this laptop away with me for my for Christmas. I went away for Christmas that year. I took this machine with me. I don't know why I chose this one over the MacBook, but I really did, I do like this machine, and, it's the first ThinkPad I've owned, and, I've wanted a ThinkPad ever since I've known about them. And I'll be completely honest, this one has served me really quite well. It really has. It helped me to pass my second year of university and a bit of my third year, and it's been quite good since. I mean, I've not necessarily used it much after university because I had the MacBook Pro, but it was really good to have as a Windows machine. Okay, well, it looks like Microsoft Office has installed. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I actually do need to install. I suppose I'll show you what I have installed. Yes, gone are the open and new Office documents. So I've installed Avast, and I have set up my own profile. Google Chrome's on there. WinDVD is on there. Got that from Lenovo's website. iTunes is on there. Sad to say, but at this stage I still believe it to be iTunes 10. iTunes 11 is due out. Apple says it's due out in November, but they said it was due out in October. But it seems that we've been waiting for quite some time. Lenovo Care, that's on here. Office 2010. Multimedia Center, Think Offerings, and basically that's well, basically a CD burner. Net weighting, modem drivers. Also, SharePoint. Microsoft SharePoint Workspace 2010. Startup. It's got stuff on it. ThinkVantage Toolbox. I actually tracked that down because it's no longer available for downloading from Lenovo's website. VLC Media Player. WinRAR. Latest version of Internet Explorer 8. Virtual PC, because my friend does like fickering around with old PCs, not that she'll have much time. Mozilla Firefox. Here we go. I've installed both browsers so that my friend can choose which one I'm going to have. Bluetooth drivers, obviously. Spotify. Oh, Windows Media Player seems to be still quite an old version. Windows Messenger's on there for some reason. It's an XP thing, and obviously there's Windows Movie Maker, which is well, it did actually come standard with XP. Obviously, I'm going to need to do Windows updates. That'll probably install a load more junk. But unfortunately, it kind of needs to be done. But apart from that, you know, I think as soon as I've really done the Windows updates, I think that'll be the machine ready to pass on. Media Player could stand to be updated as well, actually. I don't know which version, actually. It might be quite interesting to find out which version comes with the Service Pack 3 of XP. Judging by the icon, I'm going to say Windows Media Player 9. Which to me, well, yeah, it kind of seems odd. I mean, I can understand they wouldn't put Media Player 10. No, 11 with it, because, you know, that's the one that comes as part of Windows Vista. But it would have been nice to have had version 10 bundled. But, yeah, do you know what? Media Player 9 is, you know, it's kind of fine enough. You know, it's kind of a lightweight media player. Well, when I say lightweight, I don't mean that, do I? Yeah, I don't know. I still think it runs a wee bit better than Media Player 7 did in Windows past. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is wrap up this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. To do so, please follow the instructions in the credit sequence. Thank you for watching.